season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Throwing to start the drive. Gregory.
And complete to Drake London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Gregory.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On first down, Gregory. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Falcons at 7-2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play. Now set up the 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, Are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gregory. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gregory trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Finding space at the 40.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A nice little juke. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Throwing on 1st down. Gregory. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Gregory.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again back in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Gregory.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver. He worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, Gregory. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Looking to throw. Gregory. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Gregory to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise on the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. McCaffrey. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, Gregory. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Justin Jefferson
there to make the grab.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Gregory. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Gregory. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
.39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a strong performance there. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you-heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on second down, Gregory. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on third and long. Gregory.
Got his man. It's London.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Gregory. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Gregory.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Gregory.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
It looks like, yes, it is. 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
Going with a dime set. He'll look to throw. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, nice move. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Gregory. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw. Gregory. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On 1st and 10, Gregory.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the give, this is their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Falcons add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Takes it at the 7.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Gregory. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Gregory escaping the pressure right.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Gregory.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now the Panthers down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gregory. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. From the 31, Gregory. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a game they really needed.